Hello viewers, welcome to educators.com. This is Venkat Ramnaganji. In the previous session, we have discussed about what is an adapter, what are the different adapter views available for us, and what is the different types of adapters available for us. So in this session, I am going to discuss about list view. So let us see what is a list view and how to fill the data in a list view and how to handle the click events. Means when I click on a list item, how should handle those clicks. So list view is a view group that displays a list of scrollable items and where these list of items are automatically inserted to this particular list using the adapter. So now I am going to create a simple array adapter. So through that I am going to pass the details or data to the list view. So when you are dealing with a data, when your data source is of an array, we use array adapter. So which is going to create a view for each array item by calling the toString method on each item and placing the content in your text view. So this is the constructor of our array adapter. So it's which is a type of your string, and so it is going to take three parameters. One is your application context. The second one is your resource ID. Okay, so means the layout which is going to contain your text views, and the third one is your actual data. So once you create an constructor or maybe an array adapter, so just pass this adapter using set adapter method to the list view object. So like this, list view dot set adapter and pass the adapter value. So then it will be visible in a list view format, whatever there is, the data is there in the array. Now how to handle a click event from the list of items. For that we are going to implement so on item click listener interface on a list view. So list view dot set on item click listener. Inside that you can use a toast or maybe you can set the message, the choice whatever you selected to a text view. Okay. Now let us see how to create a small simple list view using Android Studio. So create a project using Android Studio. So name it as list view. So the project has been created successfully. Go to your XML file. So first you start with UI and defaultly some text to use there. I'm not going to use that for now. And add a list view element to the XML file. I'm going to take the width as match parent and height as wrap content and just create an ID for this. I'm going to name it as a list. So completely overlapped. Go to text view, create an ID for this. Let us say my choice. Save this, and this list view must be below of your my choice text view. Save this. If you observe your preview, it is going to look like this. Okay, come back to your activity file and load the activity, load your view into your activity. So now just create a variable for list view. I'm going to take it as list view, and we know already how to load them. So how do we load? Using find view by id method dot id dot list, and with semicolon and typecast it or wrap it up using with list view. Okay, save this. Now we should set the data to this list view. Okay, how do we set a data to any of our adapter views? Using adapter view. And how do we set? Through the adapters. So now I am going to create an array adapter. So the type of string. Okay, I'll say that as adapter is equals to new array adapter of string. It is going to take three parameters as we discussed. First one is a context, next one is your layout resource ID, and the third one is your going to be your string of objects. Okay, so now let us say context this The next one is layout resource ID, which is predefined by the Android system, built-in resource ID. So it should be prefixed with Android dot r dot so layout dot your simple list item. You'll find this simple list item one, simple list item two, something like this. So choose this, and the third one is your actual array of the data. But did I create any array so far? No, I did not create. So I'm going to create an array of our Android versions. So I'll say versions simply. So just come here, create a string array. So name it as versions. So open your braces. Inside this, start with cupcake. Okay, and add remaining as well. So I have added all of my string. So now what should I do? For this, I am going to end with semicolon. Set the adapter to your list view. So take an object of list view dot set adapter method. Through the set adapter method, we'll set it. So pass an object of adapter. Save this. Now let's run and see whether our list view has been created or not. Click on run button. So choose your AVD. It will take some time to load it on our virtual device. It has successfully launched on the virtual device. When you see till marshmallow, I can see. Just scroll up, it is showing Nutella. So like this, it will create a list view, which is automatically loading the data to the list view. So now I'm going to handle the event when I click on a particular list item. So let us say if I click on Gingerbread, what should be happen? So come back to your activity file. So set the listener for your list view. Okay. So list view dot set. In the previous case for the buttons, we set on click listener. Now it is an item. So on item click listener, I'm going to implement on item click listener. So directly you can create with a new instance, or maybe you can implement here. So just implement on item click listener. Okay, of a widget adapter view. Now it is throwing a warning bulb, error bulb. Just implement the method which is on item click. So this is where we will write what should be happen when I click on a item. So initially I'm going to show a toast. So toast is a small message to the user which will be vanish after some time. So I'm going to take the constructor make text. It is going to take the context and the character. So segment saying whatever it is. So let us say my favorite version is, so pass that. So whatever the position you choose, versions of position. So means whatever the position you choose, that will be your favorite version. And finally the last one is your duration. How long you would like to display this toast. So toast dot length long and length short. So length long will visible till 5 to 6 seconds. Length short will be so visible to the user for 3 seconds. And finally you should call show method, then only it will be visible. So show method. Save this, run the application again. So application has been launched successfully. Click on donut. It is saying my favorite version is donut. So click on honeycomb. It is saying my favorite version is honeycomb. But in the real world, we don't use only toast, right? When I select something, it should be recognized and it should display something. So now I am going to set this value, whatever this value I selected, to a text view. So which is already I have created the text view. So with an ID of my choice. Come back here. So create a variable for that. So text view, which is my choice. I'm taking it. So same as usual, you have to load it using find view by ID method into your activity. So this is my choice, and this is going to be the text view. We must match it. So, and the ID is also my choice in my layout file. Save this. Now, whenever I click, I am making it as a comment. So, whenever I choose something, what should be happen? So, this whatever the value I have choose must be so set to this text view. So, my choice dot set text, and that is versions of the position whatever you selected. Save it. Now, let's run the application. It will take few seconds to launch on the emulator now. Has launched successfully. So if you see here, the hello world is visible now. When I select something, it will be replaced. Donut. So it has been replaced with donut. Click on jelly beans. It is showing jelly beans. So like this, so we will listen to the events. Okay. This is all about your list view and how to set the data through the adapters and how to handle the events. So thanks for watching educators.com. Let's catch up in the next session.